What the hell is this? What am I looking at here?
This is Tower
You're a knight?
Princess on Steam. This is part of the demo festival for the demos I played for that Dragon demo festival that happened on Steam. That's like this
Such a
spring
what's
festival. It's
it's
like
a
a
such a
3D.
weird like tinge. Like,
It's like a 3D
oh
platformer
god,
sort of thing where you're. The idea is, you're another platformer guy knight trying to save a princess. I
it's like
played.
Mario.
Yeah, I guess. I played it and I was like, oh, maybe they're going to do like a fun spin. Maybe they're going to do something quirky. There's going to be something interesting about this. But it was just like a really boring, generic platformer. I don't know
I
what to
like how you
tell you
said that as
about
you start
this.
spinning around.
I was just like, what makes this game interesting, really? Like, it was just really boring. The platforming was okay, I guess. It
You can
wasn't
dodge.
great. The combat was terrible.
Oh
The,
god,
the
okay,
the the
yeah.
design was uninspired. There was nothing really I enjoyed about it. There wasn't any. I was like, oh, maybe they're doing like a humor thing where like, oh, you go and save a princess and she's not. They kind of did that. They were like, oh, one of the princesses is undead. Ha ha ha. But they were like, they don't do anything with it. It's not like interesting in it. They don't make more jokes about it. There's no interesting puzzles. There's there's nothing likable about this. It's so generic, and it's so generic in a way where it's not like, oh, it's so bad, it's good. It's more insulting than that. It's so boring, it's terrible. You know?
Yeah, mediocrity is like the worst thing you can be, right?
Yeah, I feel
Like it's
like
like
it's.
the middle ground is the worst.
I mean, if I could see people like it looks way more interesting just looking at kind of like the store page than it does actually. You want this game, Tony? By
Mm.
the way, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
point
I
it
think
out
I
to
got
you.
paid in by the store page.
The store
I'll be
page makes the game look way more interesting, but from the demo I played, which
yeah.
might be an early access sort of alpha version of the game, it's really not that interesting.
Would you say though, like there's like some hope for it in the sense that they could like go back and fix some of these things? 'Cause, like I
Fixed
don't know like how
everything
far
about the
they're in.
game. Uh,
No, but no, because like okay, I agree that everything is wrong with it, but it's not like so wrong that it's like impossible to fix. Like to me, it's like the combat, especially like I feel like is not not too far, at least okay or good.
I think they just
The
have to
story might
start
need
a
some
new game
work.
from scratch, honestly.
I don't know because they got the assets and things. Like, they're fine mostly.
They look like fucking pre-bought
Yeah,
assets. Like, there's nothing interesting about the art style. It looks like if it looks like you type in 3D platformer into the fucking Unity asset store and this is what comes up. It's like I want
yeah,
the night set and this is what comes
yeah.
up. Like I don't know.
I'm okay with that though. To be honest, like I agree with you somewhat uninspired, but I'm
Like I
okay with
honestly
its
had to keep
existence.
myself and then it kind of like
I
it's
like
kind of
that
like
guy.
Dark Souly combat
Yeah,
almost, but not really at all.
yeah. Some really janky combat.
Yeah. I was like, oh, maybe this is a boss. No, it's just a normal enemy. You don't get anything for defeating him. And it had this weird pickup system where if you see on the left, I could put like traps down. But it's like, oh, because you could do these special attacks as well. But the thing about special attacks is
Well,
every time I do a special attack, I can still get hit. So whenever I do a special attack, I'm just getting fucked. It's like, well, I'm never going to use the fucking special attacks. There's no fucking point in using the special attacks.
there's no vulnerability for it.
No.
That'd be useful. You got nothing. You
No.
literally got nothing.
It
Okay,
was more
no
dangerous to use
drops,
the special
nothing.
attacks than to just walk around rolling around and using the
I
normal attacks.
I noticed in the controls that you could like drop items. Is that at all used?
Yeah, so you can kind of drop rat traps, but I never really utilized
Oh
it that
shit.
much, sort of thing. I accidentally killed myself as well, and I was like, well, I spawned back here with more health, so that was pretty useful, I guess.
Yeah, how did you kill yourself?
You know what this art style reminded? It was very like 2010s kind of like Dungeon Defenders
Mm.
kind of art style sort of thing, which I guess is fine, but
Yeah,
I think it's really gone out of fashion these days. Like,
that's fine, but I think I'm still okay with that.
mm. I honestly, I was just like,
That's-
I saw it and I was like, you know what? I saw the store page, like, oh, it looks kind of interesting, and I was like,
yeah,
I like platformers. I like 3D platformers because there's not enough 3D platformers. But when like, I feel like because there's not enough 3D platformers, and I've played stuff like a Hat in Time, and I'm like, Hat in Time is like one of the best 3D platformers out there right now. Almost feel insulted playing a bad 3D platform because I'm like,
mm,
you almost have to hold up 3D platformers to higher standards because there's not enough of them, and you have to say, oh, this
yeah.
one's really good. You need to play this one. But yeah, I don't want to be like too harsh on it as I am being now, and like, oh, this part really confused me. It's like you're not worthy of this part of the tutorial, so you have to go and figure out how to unlock this part of the tutorial by going somewhere else. And I'm like, okay,
What?
that's pretty. Yeah, the tutorial was really
Okay.
fucking confusing, and I didn't know what I was doing a lot of the time. But I soldiered on, and I beat the fucking demo. By the way, I'll just skip
That
ahead.
I'm impressed with. I'm very confused right now.
This is the
Where are
part where I
we?
was like, oh, it's a zombie princess. It has like a little bit of text dialogue. And then she kind of follows you along like a zombie, and she gives you this item which lets you regenerate health like a zombie would, which I thought, oh, that's kind of interesting, I guess. Then you have like this weird drop system that's not very good.
I can see like a shell of like a game that could potentially be good, but a lot of small changes and a lot of big changes would have to be made.
Yeah, I'm honestly curious
Those
about.
weird ooze slimy things are weird though. They're like gelatinous cubes with ooze on them.
Hmm.
Is that not weird? This is different, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, should we
Top
move
floating
on?
cauldron.
And then you get to like the end of the demo, and you
Yeah.
fight a bunch of these guys, and then there's like this seizure that's
What the
happening.
fuck? What?
But then you like you see like this brain boss, and you kill all the enemies. Oh, it's time to fight the brain
Yeah.
boss now. And then it takes you into like this meta thing where you go into like White World, and then it's like the demo is over. Congratulations, you've reached the end. There is no boss battle. Fuck you. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this game. I went through the entire fucking shit demo. I got to the end to fight the boss, and then it's like, haha, fuck you. This is the demo. There's no boss. And at that point, I was like, you know what? Fuck this game, dude. Let's talk about a good game. Let's talk about ElderBorn.
Moving on.
This is another demo I played, and ElderBorn was actually pretty fucking cool. So ElderBorn is a kind of an action indie FPS, kind of like first person clubber. Is that what? It's not first person
What?
shooter. It's like a first person
Right?
melee weapon game, I guess.
Just FP.
FP.
It's an FP.
Oh, the description is
First,
it's a metal AF slasher with brutal FPP melee combat, first person
what?
pulverizer. I don't know. And a
Sure, it's just
Souls-like
FPG.
RPG character progression. In times of legend, barbarian tribes need a dark messiah, but that merciless slayer uncover ancient secrets in the city of doom, forge your own destiny. So the idea was, so the story here is they send a great warrior down to these tombs, and no one's ever
Janus.
J Anus, yeah. And they send this great warrior down, and the idea is no one's ever returned, so you're going down there to try and be the first barbarian to ever come back from this combat. The thing I liked was straight away is you go into these mines. Sorry?
Is it you're going in for glory? Is the idea?
Yeah, I
Right?
guess.
It's
To
not.
try and figure out what's going on. The first thing I like is that you immediately walk in and there's
Right.
these pressure plates that set off traps as soon as you go in if you step on them. It's very much like, oh, if you fuck about, you're going to be in trouble sort of thing. Like,
I feel like the UI could use some work, but that's kind of like a minor thing, so I'm not gonna complain too much.
the combat itself felt really good, like first person
Okay.
kind of like there's like
dashing.
attacks,
Oh.
yeah. So you can dash over traps, sort of thing.
No, okay,
Pretty cool. And then this is the combat. So the basic combat is attack, block, and kick. So kick.
Oh,
Yeah. So
nice.
there's the attack. I think you can do a heavy attack. That's kind of like the basic unit.
Are you taller than most of these enemies because you're a big barbarian?
Yeah, I chose the big booby barbarian woman as well because I got a choice, and I was like, okay,
Oh,
why not? Why
why
not?
not?
So the interesting thing is,
That's your
with the healing fountains, you click on them once to save, and if you want to heal,
Hmm.
you can. But it comes at a price because healing respawns all the enemies you've fought so far.
Oh my, okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
so that's the kick mechanic where you kick the guy off, sort of thing. So I
It's
blocked
like
the
the
arrow there.
kick from bullets.
Yeah, kinda. It's very You need it for shield enemies because it breaks their defenses.
Oh,
Yeah,
you are so much taller than them. You're a giant.
I'm a giant Amazonian woman. You
Yeah.
want snoo snoo? You ever seen Futurama? I couldn't figure out for the life of me where the fuck I was supposed to go, so I'll skip ahead and hide my. I think I went all the way
Hide
to
your
the
crimes.
beginning as well. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? And then I found the door I was supposed to go to, which was back on the area I came from, but not like well laid out. And I was like, oh, okay, I was supposed to know to go here. So I spent like 10 minutes finding this door.
Oh, okay, I see.
Because I got the key
I,
from killing that guy. I was like, okay.
it's kind of unique, but like, yeah, it kind of blends into the back.
The thing I really liked, like I already had this game on my wish list before I saw it in the
Mm,
demo, because I saw the trailer and I was like, yeah, that's fucking cool.
I like the kicking it.
But
Sure.
the combat and the movement is really fluid. It feels really good to play this game. Like that's one of the things that I really liked about this. It almost reminded me of like more of like a speed running game where it's like, or that
Oh
sort of
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
like Hollow or something like that. It's very move, dash, dash, hit. Very like precise
yeah.
movements, like to combo stuff, and that was really cool. It just felt great to move around and do attacks and stuff in this game, and I really like the art style and like kind of the atmosphere of the game as well.
Mm.
And there's also like an RPG system, so you can level up your might. So you have to put points into each of your attributes, and then when you fully put points into them, you can get like special abilities for each of them. So like I wanted to go into might because then I could turn my kick into a dash, and I could charge into my enemies, sort of thing.
Oh right, nice.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I think comes into it later maybe. Because there's also ones for like ripping the heads off enemies and stuff, which might be more useful later on, which I didn't see too much because I was only like basic enemies sort of thing. Because like you get to, because it kind of lets you play how you want to play. Because there's these guys on the edge, so you could kick them off, or you can like fight them. And there's like, I like how all the archers they didn't just go, oh, just give the skeleton a bow. All of the archers pick up their arrows and like telegraph they're going to attack you, and they throw them at you to kind of teach you how to like attack them. And like you can see like their how weak they are with like their pus on them and stuff. Like that was
Oh, that's
cool.
actually the health on them, right?
Yeah. When those go out, you know that they're dead, sort of thing.
Yeah. I am liking like the flow of like just going from enemy to enemy, like just
Mm,
hitting them. Like there's something really nice about that. Like how like blocking like kind of like blocks some of your vision as well. Like you
yeah.
can't really see what's going on as much. You don't want
It's got better combat
to.
than Skyrim. We can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say that. Just say no. I think activating the fountain like refills your because you got health potions as well. It like refills those up when you use the fountain as well, which is nice. If you
Oh,
want to
that's
pop some health pots.
so what you got 2 out of 3 though. So
Yeah, I think
okay.
that one's slowly filling up, sort of thing. I think. I wasn't too sure.
Enemy's not filling it up. Oh, it's filled up now. Okay, interesting.
Oh, so I found another weapon. I found a spear as well. So there is multiple weapons you can use. So the thing with this sword is it's very like a well-rounded weapon. With the sword, you can do soft attacks, heavy attacks, and blocks. There is full damages there, as you can see. I got a little bit of full damage. But the thing about the spear is it attacks very fast, but you can't block with it. That's kind of the way they balance the spear when you use that. I think there's only 2 weapons in the because you can switch weapons. There's only 2 in the demo, so I was wondering maybe if they added more later, sort of thing. But I'm not sure.
Cool spear.
Yeah, because I was trying to block with it,
it's
and if you block with it, it just kind of does a spin with it in your hand. So I was like, oh, I guess you can't block with this weapon then.
Does that do more damage then? Is it like a actual spin attack, or is
it might be?
Separate
here's another. If you block an enemy right before it connects with an attack, you parry the attack. But you can't parry unblock, because I was trying to block there, and I was like, oh, I guess this attack might not block, sort of thing. So those are the drowners. So those are the other enemies types that you see in it, and those are the skeletons are very slow, and they orchestrate their attacks. Like they show you when they're going to attack, but then the drowners are very like quick attack sort of thing. But yeah.
Does it always jump at you?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess so. Yeah. Kind of terrifying, actually.
Yeah.
Like really speedy jumpers.
Kind of the idea of these guys is they like charge up their attack, and then they jump on you, and then they kind of chill for a bit, and then they jump on you again, sort of thing. That's kind of their MO. Yeah, I just like, oh, I'm having lots of fun. Like it seems like the skeletons and them fight against each other as well. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, this demo. And then I jumped down here. I was like, oh, maybe I get to fight some new enemies. And then it's like, oh, as soon as you jump down here, the demo's over. So, got me.
No, there's no boss or anything then.
So yeah, that was ElderBorn by Hyperstrange. I played that as the demo festival. Some of these demos might be up. I don't know if they are. They might not be. You'll have to look for yourself. But if that looked interesting, put it on your wish list. Maybe get it when it comes out.
Yeah.
Or oh, it's already out actually. Sorry, this one's already out. That was just a. So if you like this game, you can now go and purchase it, I guess. So
was it not out when you played it?
No, it was out when I played it. It came out in January.
Cause
I got.
Oh, really? Okay.
So some of the games in the demo festival were some of the games in the demo festival were for games that most of them were for games that were going to come out, but I guess some of them were for games that were already out, sort of thing. Okay. So yeah, if you like ElderBorn,
it's a good way to get more coverage.
Yeah. So if you like ElderBorn, go and check that out. We'll probably have some more demos coming because I played a bunch. I downloaded a bunch of demos. So yeah, we'll check those out. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.